In a veiled attack, Japan has warned against China's growing influence in the Pacific region while addressing the Shangri-La Dialogue Defense Summit in Singapore. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida emphasized on the need to strengthen international cooperation. In the backdrop of growing tensions with China and the Indo-Pacific, Kishida announced plans to boost Tokyo's diplomatic and security role in the Asia-Pacific in order to tackle the alleged growing threats.
私はこの地域の平和秩序を維持・強化していくため、次の5本柱からなる平和のための岸田ビジョンを進め、日本の外交・安全保障面での役割を強化してまいります。第一が、ルールに基づく自由で開かれた国際秩序の維持・強化です。私自身、ウクライナは明日の東アジアかもしれないという強い危機感を抱いています。我が国も対ロ外交を転換するという決断を行い、国際社会と結束して強力な対ロ制裁やウクライナ支援に取り組んでいます。
Meanwhile, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin blasted China's provocative destabilizing military activity near Taiwan. During his speech at the Shangri-La Dialogue Security Summit, Austin said that U.S.-China tensions have soared over Taiwan in recent months.
We see growing coercion from Beijing. We've witnessed a steady increase in provocative and destabilizing military activity near Taiwan, and that includes PLA aircraft flying near Taiwan in record numbers in recent months, and nearly on a daily basis.
The remarks over rising security concerns in the Indo-Pacific region came after China declared that it will not hesitate from waging a war if Taiwan declares independence. China's defense minister has now warned his U.S. counterpart during the latest salvo between the superpowers over the island that took place on the sidelines of the Shangri-La Dialogue Security Summit. He further warned against using Taiwan to contain China. China's defense minister also complained about the latest U.S. arms package for Taiwan, warning of a possible conflict over the self-governing island. The Chinese defense minister told the U.S. defense secretary that the sale seriously undermines China's sovereignty and security interests. He further said that the Chinese government and military will resolutely smash any Taiwan independence plot and resolutely safeguard the reunification of the motherland. And for more on this, we are now being joined by Kuan-Ting Chen, the CEO of the think tank Taiwan NextGen Foundation. Kuan, welcome to the broadcast. My first question to you: China keeps threatening Taiwan with military aggression. Now the U.S. has assured that it will in fact send its own troops to defend its ally in case China quote-unquote invades. How real do you think this threat is?
As China has been more vocal about its aggressive policy against Taiwan, Beijing's leaders need to clear answers from the United States and Japan for their policies on the island. But the United States and Japan have affirmed that they are opposed to any changes that could trigger military conflicts in the Coast Strait. So to answer your question, I would say that the threat is imminent, it's clear, but we need to deter from it from happening. So we need our allies in Indo-Pacific. That includes Australia, that includes Japan, that includes the United States. We need enough equipment, military power to deter China from thinking to acting.
Right, absolutely. Now, we've also heard the recent comments from the Japanese Prime Minister Kishida, who issued a stark warning at the recent Asia Security Summit. He says that Ukraine today may be East Asia tomorrow, referring, of course, to China's comments on Taiwan. What's your take on the same?
Well, I think Taiwan is Taiwan, Ukraine is Ukraine. We have different historical backgrounds. And of course, we also have different powers located in this region. So I will not say this might happen. I wouldn't say this will happen, but let's do our best to make sure Indo-Pacific region's peace. So in order to achieve that, we need more cooperations in the region. I think that also include India, since India is also a nuclear power. Its actions or its policy would also deter China from ever thinking to actually put troops on Taiwan's lands.
Right, absolutely. Thank you so much for all those insights, and thanks for joining us on WION at this hour.
It's a great honor. Thank you very much.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.